Alright, hello, it's around 9 o'clock on September 27th, and welcome to the weather update. We're looking at the map right now. We're kind of stuck in this tropical junk right now. It's very humid, cloudy, murky out there. It's kind of dreary. Didn't really see too much of the sun today. Dew points already close to 70 degrees across area, so the humidity is very, very high. Again, with these 70-degree dew points that we're dealing with. Plenty of clouds, a little drizzle out there, a couple of light showers. We'll look at the radar. Just really murky, crappy weather that we're having right now. Looking at the current, we already looked at the current. We'll look at what the high temperatures were today and the radar. So, Farmingdale 72, dew point 69. There was a couple of breaks. We only got up to 78. That's still above normal, though. It's like 10 degrees above normal. The sun came out, we would have been in the 80s, but it didn't happen. Let's see if New Jersey got into some sun. Let's see how hot it got there. In Toms River would be the hottest spot. So 70, you see that light rain, fog, mist, yuck. Let's see, we got it hit 80 there, but it was still overcast. So just horrible, this weather, and we're going to be dealing with it for the next couple of days. So let's look at the radar here. You can see some light showers. Looks like the radar is not working correctly there. You can see some couple of really light showers. If we look at the regional radar, you'll see you got this light precipitation. Nothing really heavy. Heavier precipitation is off to the west, but just this light drizzle nonsense that we're dealing with right now. Looking at the satellite picture, you can see plenty of clouds over us. And to the west, you can see some clearing. And then you still have this damn smoke that's off to the west that we still have to get rid of. After that, hopefully, it's done. But there's still fires going in California. Nothing that major, though. There's still some fires going, but it's not putting out the amount of smoke that it was before. So hopefully we're done with this damn smoke. Every damn year we're dealing with it. And that's all because of climate. When I was a kid, we looked at books and saying if we weren't going to do anything about pollution, you'd see people walking around in gas masks and haze and smoke in the air. Well, that's coming to a reality. And you could look and see, follow the smoke. It went all the way across to Europe. Look at that. Yeah, look at this. There's the smoke. That smoke came from California, and it's traveled all the way to Russia. How nuts is that? It's going to travel all the way around the world, and maybe we'll be dealing with it again. It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. So you can see just yucky air over us pretty much. Let's go to look at what's the models have and what we're going to be dealing with. We will have improvement, but we're going to have to deal with a lot of crappy weather before we get there. Let's change this regional to the North American view. At least we don't have any tropical systems to watch right now. So this is the 18Z GFS. Let's look at the upper air first. So you can see we got this damn ridge in the east. You can see there's a trough digging in there. And you can see the trough digs into the Midwest first. So we have this south to north flow, which is going to bring a lot of tropical moisture our way, which will wind up bringing some much needed rain as we get later Tuesday into Wednesday. We definitely could use. We've had a little drizzle, but that's not going to cut it. We need a good inch or two of rain at least. And you can see there's a trough there and several waves. Problem is the trough kind of sits off to the west a little bit, and so we don't really get into the core of this cool air. It's going more off to the west. You can see there's a tropical system. Looks like it's forming in the Gulf there. And then we have a deep trough. Luckily in the east, so luckily that deep trough will deflect the tropical system and keep it south where it belongs, but it might wind up hitting Florida. But luckily after that we get into a good pattern for the east, and we got the trough and the ridges in the west. So I'm sure the Euro will agree with that. Let's look at the European model. So this is the European model. Similar idea here. But you can see we have that southwest flow aloft, and that can be a bit of a problem as far as getting clear skies. But at least we do have the trough in the east. That tropical system does not show up on the Euro, but I don't think it goes as far out. But anyway, let's change the regions back to the United States. Let's go back to the GFS, and let's look at our surface map here. Okay, so as we go into tomorrow, you'll see we're still stuck in this southerly flow. Not really, maybe spotty showers, plenty of clouds, plenty of humidity. Here comes that low. And there's going to be, this front's going to get stalled out over us because the trough is digging over here like this. So you're going to have the moisture right along it, and we're going to have, looks like a good amount of rain per early Wednesday. And then it's forming the second system. This has been doing something on and off now that it's going to form a second system, bring us more rain late Wednesday night into early Thursday. Originally Thursday was supposed to be a dry day, but now it's forming yet another low along it, and this front's going to get a little hung up. What else is new? Stall front syndrome, and then we clear it out later Thursday into Friday. But then it's forming something else, and then maybe we can dry it out on the weekend. There's that tropical system, by the way. We'll have to see if that actually materializes or not. That's way, I guess that would be gamma. So that could wind up hitting Florida. But yeah, it looks like it originally looked like we're going to have. I mean, we do need rain, but it's like I'd rather just get the rain over with. But you know the way it always works. It just likes to linger. You have to let it linger. So hopefully we can get rid of it by later Thursday into Friday. Of course, this is a change from the other run, I believe. If we looked at the 12Z run, you can probably see it's not there. No, it is there on the 12Z. So it's forming a couple of waves along the front. Stall front syndrome. You know the deal. And if you look at the Weather Prediction Center, if you look at their precipitation, you'll see that there will be a decent amount of precipitation across the east. They had something posted a while ago about it. Or we can look at the excessive rain or QPF. All right, let's do day. Right, yeah, you can see this is day 3. Right around day 3, that would be Wednesday, we could get a good amount of rain. We do need it. I'd rather just get it over with, but we do need it. So, we're very dry, well below normal. If we're to look at the climate statistics right now, which we'll go ahead, I'll show you the climate, local past weather. We'll look at Central Park, and we'll get the most recent climate report. And month to date, we've seen 2.28 inches of rain. Normally, at Central Park, we're supposed to have 3.80, so we're quite below normal in the precipitation, and that's for Central Park. Might even be less for Islip. Let me look. Let's see how much Islip has seen. Islip has seen 3.34. Oh, okay, so month to date at Islip, 3.43 inches of rain, and they've 3.19. I'm surprised that it's that high, but we are below normal. It hasn't rained in a while. When was the last day we had measurable precipitation? It's been over a week already, so it's been very dry. The only reason why we haven't had the wildfires is because we had the rain earlier. But anyway, look at the surface. You'll see we get it out of here, and then we should have better weather improving. Look at that, though. It's forming something else. Look at that. It's forming something else in the... Luckily, all that goes... thank God that we have the right pattern to keep these storms away from us. Thank God for that. So let's look at the dew points, and I want to look at it at the national, at the CONUS level. So you get an idea. It kind of shows up where the fronts are really well. So you can see there's the front, but you can see it just gets hung up and takes a sweet time getting offshore, but it does get offshore. So I wanted to show you that. And I'll show you the temperatures too. This cold air coming into the Midwest as well. So you see the cool air coming into the Midwest there. Temperatures highs may only be in the 50s in certain parts of the... Look at that. So it's definitely diving, but you can see most of it's diving into the... look at that. Highs only in the 50s and maybe even 40s. They may not get out of the 40s. Look at some of these temperatures. But it's all going into the Great Lakes. We're not really going to see any of that really nice cool air. I have to wait until the weekend. Maybe we can finally... You're going to have to wait until possibly next week, and then maybe we'll see some of that cool air come our way. That really cool air, anyway. It's just the way the trough is. We're not on the right side of it. We're on the wrong side of it. But anyway, let's go close at our area here. And the first thing I want to look at is the precipitation, so you get an idea of the rain here. So you get an idea of when we're going to see the rain. So here's Monday, and you'll see here not really much rain on Monday. Tuesday, we start seeing some rain move into the area, and then more so on Wednesday. And then we have a break, and then the second wave comes in and gets us in the morning on Thursday before slowly moving away. Uh, and then we should be done with it. But by the time all is said and done, we look at the GFS by Saturday morning. Let's see how much rain we'll have here. So we could see 1 to 2 inches of rain. Okay. So this should erase the deficit that we have. We have about a 1 to 2 inch deficit depending on where you are. So it should fix that. Okay, let's look at the. Let's look at the. Go back to this, and we'll look at the NAM. Get several models here. So we'll look at the NAM 12 kilometer. This is higher resolution. All right, this is the 18Z. Okay, so tomorrow, probably stays dry tomorrow. It would be Tuesday that we might start seeing some more shower and thunderstorm activity ramp up, and then possibly some heavy thunderstorms overnight. I think rain would be that. I don't think this will be severe. And then there's that second wave. So there's an agreement on that second wave that's going to be coming through overnight Wednesday into Thursday that could bring us a lot of rain along the front. There is definitely an agreement on that. Let's look at the HRRR. Okay, the 0 is the HRRR, which of course I don't have that much of it in. Of course, so I'll have to look at the 18Z one, because these are the ones that go more in advance. So here's the HRRR from tomorrow. Probably not that much rain, and it doesn't really go that far out. So, but Tuesday will definitely feature more shower activity and thunderstorm activity. Let me go back to the NAM 12 kilometer and look at the dew points as well. Use this for the dew points because the GFS is always too low. Yeah, it's definitely more in line. So those dew points continue up there. Here we go for tomorrow. Dew points in the upper 60s, perhaps near 70. You see that dry air tantalizingly close to us. Here's Tuesday. You can see that really sharp dividing line there, where we have dew points near 70 in our area. Under the west in Pennsylvania, dew points in the low 50s. But you can see, look at that, it gets hung up. Takes its sweet time to get through, and then there's that wave that'll extend the humidity a little bit, and the chances for precipitation. So let me go back to the GFS here. We'll go ahead and look at our temperatures. The GFS is too low. So you can see GFS has dew points now. Has them coming down a little bit tomorrow. I don't know if I believe that, and then back up again on Tuesday, and then you can kind of see the dew points drop off, and then we finally dry it out by Thursday afternoon. Maybe we'll see the sun return on Thursday afternoon. Otherwise, we're going to be stuck in this dreariness. Okay, let's go look at the temperatures. So, temperature guidance seems to be fairly close to, and I think we'll see. Has it pockets of warmer? Have it close to 80 inch? It depends on if the sun comes out or not. That's what it's going to really depend on. If the sun doesn't come out, then it probably won't hit 80. If the sun comes out, it'll probably exceed 80. Less of a likelihood of seeing the sun on Tuesday. Maybe we get a few peaks of it tomorrow, but Tuesday, definitely not. We'll see more clouds and probably in the 70s. And then for Wednesday, with all that rain that we're going to be dealing with, there might be a break in between, between the systems, but we're probably going to be only in the low 70s probably. And then Thursday, probably low 70s. And then for Friday, we're in the mid to upper 60s. And then upper 60s, probably mid to upper 60s on Saturday, Sunday. And then we finally start seeing some more significant cooling as we head into next week. So let's go look at the skies next, I guess. So this is tomorrow. You'll see. It's just not looking great. When you get clouds, and then it actually does give us sun earlier in the earlier in the day Tuesday, which is interesting. This model does that, and then plenty of clouds for Wednesday, and then Thursday, obviously with that system, we're gonna have plenty of clouds. Maybe we clear it out, especially over southern New Jersey in the afternoon, maybe, and then Friday, unfortunately, the clouds return, and it won't be clear. We'll have to wait till Saturday. Of course, Saturday looks like a nice clear day when I don't have train service again. So what else is new? And then Sunday also doesn't look too bad. And then Monday, and then we'll be dealing with more clouds maybe next week. Maybe we clear it out, but let's look at the NAM. NAM sky cover. Obviously, there's no point really in looking at this because, I mean, it has plenty of clouds over us tomorrow and Tuesday. It sucks not seeing the sun. It's kind of depressing. And we're going to be dealing with this because that's what stall front syndrome is, and that's why I hate stall front syndrome. I hate it. You know, you can't even go to the Pine Barrens now because the weather sucks. All right. Where do I leave this at? Let's go to the Arctic sea ice just for a moment. So we were at our second lowest minimum this year, but it is rising once again. So this is the sea ice extent. It is starting to increase as temperatures drop in the Arctic. Here's your map. So luckily, we did not have a blue ocean event. Thank God this year. I was really worried we would, but it will happen eventually, and sooner rather than later. It's just a matter of time as long as we keep pouring greenhouse gas into the air. But that's up to you on election day to vote the blowhard out because he's destroying the environment. You know, if he gets another 4 years, say goodbye to the Arctic sea ice. So, I think it's already too late. But with him around, it's going to be worse. I don't want to inject politics into this. You know how I feel, but it's hard not to because, you're talking about climate change. You're talking about the weather and how the weather is being affected by our greenhouse emissions, and politically, if we don't see a change toward, more of a change toward the environment, environmentalism at our federal government, and we keep seeing this what I call Wall Street cronyism going on there in our federal government. I'm sorry to rant. I'm sorry. It shouldn't be in there. It's a weather update, but it's hard to leave it out when you see the planet behaving the way it is, and the weather behaving the way it is. A lot of the stuff we're seeing is not normal, and it's due to climate change, and that we should be doing more about climate change instead of burning fossil fuels like it's going out of style. So that's going to wrap up this weather update. Take care, and thank you for watching.